Hey, what's up everyone? Upstart here with RyXe Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Sands of Salzaar. Now, I have a little bit to explain right now. Some bad news is that I kind of sort of had some technical issues with some footage that I had already recorded, and I don't have a save to actually go back and redo everything. So I'm a little more advanced than where we left off in the previous episode, where we had found Horus. As you can see here on my quest log, I've collected 3 or 4 of the books of the pages or fragments of the Book of Fire, and because I've already gotten Horus's fragment, I've gotten let's go into the inventory. No, that's not inventory. Party skills here. So I've already gotten defeated Horus, and I already got his fragment and unlocked that. I beat already RyXe, and I beat Turks. I still need the last piece, and that's basically where we are right now. That was my oldest save that I had. So when I had that issue, I was already at day 450, so I was a little bit advanced. But we were already working on the Betrayer quest, fighting these battalions that you can see one roaming around over here. Anyways, so just a little recap of what happened, what I did. So here, at the end of the previous episode, we came in here, explored a little bit. We there was some sort of fight that was more like a slaughter, where we try to fight or siege the Tower of Flames. Didn't go very well, and there was a lot of reloading. Anyways, we went into here to this portal type thing. It says it teleports you randomly, but I'm guessing it's randomly to another portal in particular. This one that one right there had brought us here, near Widow's Cave. Vut Ami over there, which is ruled by the Void Master. Here, if you could, it's hard to see because this is the most I can zoom in. Right here, it looks like a little gate type thing that the Freet have, and that there's like a little golden circle type thing. There's no tooltip or anything like that when you mouse over it, like this one. Like there's no arrow in a hand, and there's no message or anything like that. It's just like that. And well, this is where Horus is at. He is the most, technically he's the third. He has the 3rd fragment of the Book of Fire, and I feel he's the hardest of the 3. Turks, if I'm not mistaken, was here. It's like a little shack near this lake down here. So basically all the way down here. And he was the easiest of them all. He was more like a mage, and he didn't come after you. Horus was difficult because he basically just just bum rushes you, kind of thing. They stun you, and then it's not just him fighting you. It's he has like a group of Ifrit with him. Turks is by himself, and RyXe is over here. She's the only one. I'm guessing it's a she because it looks like a female, and it's the only of the 3 that actually has like a portrait of sorts. Regrettably, I don't have that. That's where she is. So it's 1, 2, and 3, and then 4 is over here. So I'm gonna, at least I managed to, come back this much, and well, show off a little bit of what's gonna go on. So with that lost footage, what I also had done, let's go ahead, and then I'll continue filling you guys in after this. You can feel a pulsating arcane aura even as you stand outside the hut. The Book of Fire within your bag is shaking. Mysterious voice. It's here. After all these years. Freedom. We don't know what awaits us inside. You enter the hut with the Book of Fire, but are greeted only by an empty room. No one has lived here for a long time. As you approach a nearby table, you see the last fragment of the Book of Fire resting upon its surface, or resting upon its surface. Ah, the last piece of this puzzle. I will finally be free. As you pick up the last fragment, you notice several pages slip out and fall to the ground. While it is written in Efreet, you somehow have gained the ability to read it. I know that I no longer have the strength to control this power. I leave it here. Before you take it for yourself, understand the price that you will pay to wield it. What are you waiting for? Quickly, complete the book. The Book of Fire suddenly rises from your bag, and you watch in astonishment as its pages turn rapidly. You try to catch it, but it bounces away and you faint. So you guys can understand a little bit of what's going on right here, what's going to happen with this dialogue up ahead. RyXe actually tells you that tells you something like you should be wary of their master, because they were serving him, to be wary of him because you don't know all the things he's done, and he probably hasn't told you, blah blah blah, this and that, right? So trying to make you to like doubt, because you kind of sort of trust him, but obviously not, it makes you kind of doubt of like if you should free him or not. Let's go ahead and continue with this dialogue here. An Ifrit of impressive stature stands before you, engulfed in flames. We finally meet face to face, young one. What is this place? This is where I have been imprisoned for thousands of years. What do you think? More boring than you expected? Give me the last fragment, deliver me my freedom, and I will grant you the full power of the Book of Fire. Have you read these notes? Do you know what your apprentices think of you? What did you do? I did what any ruler would do, enslave the defeated and destroy the weak. My 4 apprentices were servants selected from the conquered tribes. I gave them power, strength, me. You said you want freedom, to live out life peacefully. Can I really trust you? The times have changed. My desire for power and wealth have long faded. Trust me and simply hand over the last fragment. You have the option to give him the fragment or refuse. I already know what happened because I've already tested both of them. And I ended up going with the refuse. I first went with the give him the fragment part, and he does, you keep the power, like the power from the Book of Fire, the skills and all that, but that's it. The best option is actually to go to you refuse him. If you refuse him, you actually you have to fight him though. He's gonna get mad. You have to fight him. He's not that difficult. I'll tell you that. He's not that difficult, and he's kind of on the level of RyXe and and Turks on the easy side. Horus, as you guys already saw in the previous episode at the end, we try to fight him, and it wasn't that easy. It really wasn't. I had to. There was a lot of kiting involved, and a lot of just like attacking long range at a distance, just trying to keep my distance, blinking all over the place, and it was not that easy even doing that. Anyways, so this guy's not that hard, and you refuse him, and we'll see what happens. Hateful human, do you think I lack the power to take it from you by force? You're in my world now. The blaze surrounding the Ifrit Master of Flames explode in fury and take the form of puppets that rush towards you in an instant. Okay, so A. Stuck. So the last time I actually beat him on the first try, I don't know if it's gonna be more difficult this time around. Oh, I meant to do that instead. My bad. keep forgetting it's on the wrong button. It's on 1. So I may die here, even though I said it was gonna be easy. It was easy the last time. That homing missiles on me. Ah! Yeah, I'm dead. But he's not. Technically, he's not that difficult. I'm just a little bit shaken by the fact that I lost that footage. I was super pissed when that happened. So that's basically all I did. It's not like I did much. But I'll be back. I'll be back in a moment once I defeat him. This is the first time since I beat him on the first try, I don't know what he says after this, so let's see what he says. You're a little tender, my apprentice. I will not take your life, nor will I teach you my arcana. The Book of Fire will disappear from your realm. So if you lose everything. You feel this small realm trembling as it collapses. Everything goes dark. Open your eyes and find yourself in the dilapidated Ifrit hut. The Book of Fire has seemingly disappeared from your bag. The Ifrit Master of Flame is gone. What havoc will he wreak upon the world this time? Failed quest. Alright, so now we've got the victory. It actually took me a few more tries than expected. But basically, you know, kiting. That's the main tactic I use. How? How could I be defeated by yet another apprentice? You and your powers are already too dangerous. You will be unable to control yourself if granted these flames. It would be the end of this world. I'll take this Book of Fire with me. You'll be more free than before, and you can help me through these desert sands. Young one, you are far more clever than I thought. You would use the Book of Fire to control me, to defeat more powerful enemies? I will call upon you when the time comes. For now, Book of Fire, take us back! So, similar to like the Phoenix Stone, even though the Phoenix Stone was just an item given to us just, you know, by becoming the lover of Fadia. I don't know if the other, you know, bachelorettes, I guess I would call them, give you something different. Anyways, you open your eyes and find yourself within the dilapidated Ifrit hut, holding the complete Book of Fire in your left hand. You've unlocked all arcana within the Book of Fire and may now summon the Master of Flames into battle. So yeah, if you were to just give him the book, the last fragment, I believe is what it is. If you were to give it to him, you keep your skills. You keep this entire skill tree of the Book of Fire. No big deal. But if you refuse him, you have to fight him. But then you keep the Book of Fire. And it's like the Phoenix Tome, and you get the skill to summon him, basically. Born above the flames, it chants the song of arcane fire. Equip it to summon the Ifrit Master of Flames to do battle with you. So yeah, that's what I didn't know. I didn't know I was gonna get this. It only occurred to me to, like, you know what? Let me see what would the other option give me. And I had just basically done a reload and just tried the other option. And apparently refusing him and beating him, which is not that difficult in reality, at least I think so. I don't think so. Is much more lucrative in this case. So what I had ended up doing the last time was I had equipped the Book of Fire on me, and I had ended up giving her the Phoenix Tome because she can activate it. She does use it, and I had switched stuff around here. I think. I don't remember if I gave her that ring, but regardless, that doesn't matter because it turns out to be a trinket. So it would have been nice if it was just a skill, but it's not. So kind of have to. It is what it is, and switch one thing for another. From gear, call the Master of Flames. So it's for 90 seconds, and the cooldown is 30 seconds. It costs 0 mana. I'm not sure if the Phoenix cost mana. Oh, the Phoenix Tome. Okay, I see. So this one has a cost of 500, and the other one is free, but it does have a longer cooldown. This one says 15 seconds here on the book. On the item, it says 25 seconds. So I don't know which is which. I've never like really counted it. It does feel like it does last 25, not 15. The cooldown is 60 though, so it's not terrible. The other one has 300 seconds cooldown. Obviously, you know, during battle, if you're continuous battle, every time you come out, everything resets. So you know, it kind of balances itself out in a way. But anyways, we've got this dude here. I think I had it there. I can't remember how I had this, but I do remember removing that off of there. Book of Fire. I think we did get this one, flare signal. So I think I had ended up putting that there. So I've already tested this skills. This one's basically like a small AoE. Firewall is like a conical type thing, but you can choose wherever you want to put it inside a radius around you. And the flare signal, it's something like the phantom shot, where it shoots it in a direction, or like you can choose a direction around you, but it's like in the immediate proximity outwards kind of thing. And that's what flare signal does. You just have to, you know, choose which side, and then boom, it just throws it out. Yeah, I think I'll show it in combat a little bit right now. But next is we're gonna work on these 5 squads, but outside of the Ifrit domain, because if I try to fight this one, they more than likely will get reinforcements, and that's not something we want. So let's get out of here. Let's check the map. The last time I had gotten a well, one of those wells from the Ifrit domain. I can't really see any on the map, but like to cover your scent or something. It basically, the thing that basically made you invisible to the Ifrit to avoid patrols and whatnot, because everything here wants to kill you basically. Yeah, oh, there's one right here. Might as well do it. I'm gonna go Acid Rick and Lotus Kabir, just to make it a little bit easier on ourselves to get out of here. So we're gonna start with A, then we'll throw that over there. So 2 is that right there. 3 is something bigger, and it's like conical type thing, and 4 is in the direction similar to phantom shot. So yeah, it definitely was a good idea to like test the other option out. For other things, it really doesn't occur to me to do that, but for this one, I'm like, you know what, this one's kind of special. Let me just check it out. So after claiming victory, you and your party soak your skin in the well's waters. Enemies will fail to notice your movements for the next, and it just says imp. I'm guessing that's a typo. I think it marks it right here, yeah, as exile. And it just says less than something, and probably means less than a day or less than some hours. So their name's gonna turn white, meaning that they're neutral at the very least. And well, let's make our way out, and just in this direction, just so we can uncover a little bit more of the map. Alright, so let's carry on. What's this about? I think there's something like the statue type thing where you can get loot, but you have to fight. I think they're like wolves or something. They look kind of weird. They're just darkness creatures. At least last time I fought this, that's what they were. So hit the A. Oh, now they're lesser demons. Okay, they're different this time around. And I think I fought the same one last time as well. And this time we got better loot. Last time we got some crap stuff. Let's see what this is this time. That seems similar to... Where is it? There it is. Obviously one's armor and one's like more like a robe type thing. Yeah, recoil counter. This one's still better though. This one's not as good, but we'll see if I use it or not. we're gonna go like Taros, and from here we're just gonna make our way down this side right here. So I really want to make my way out of here because it's kind of dangerous. It's kind of dangerous in here. And now I think it's not really necessary that we do anything else in here, without continuing that. So we should do this first, and then we'll see. We'll just follow the main quest line. I don't feel like exploring this place very much. And those what are these called? Prestige stones or something? Not really necessary anymore because of my talent. These talent points are just there wasting away because everything is full now. Maxed out at 96 points, I think. All right, so I'm gonna go around looking for these the Efreet battalions, and I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna defeat all of them, except for the last one. So 4 of them, and then I'm just gonna find the last one, and I'm just gonna, we'll battle that on screen, on camera. Alrighty, so we got the 4 of 5, and this is our last target. So we can continue. Done. In under 90 seconds. Well, the Master of Flames didn't go out, so yeah. Ilayda, where is she? Efreet tongue. He has no comprehension of human language. You take a deep breath and try to calm yourself down. Alright then, who might know the whereabouts of Ilayda? Although there's no way he can understand you, he looks off towards the west. To the west is where the Efreet's main camp lies. You go. You're right, I should go and ask him myself. The Efreet Void Master. Journey to the Efreet's domain and find the Efreet Void Master. So the chubby Efreet. Oh, actually, we're going this way. I don't know why I'm going the other way. It's right here. The chubby Efreet said that the Efreet Void Master has like a puppet type thing going around, and so I'm not sure if that's what we're supposed to find or just go to his camp, because his camp is all the way at the top left-hand corner of this place. The Efreet Void Master has already launched his campaign against mankind. Find him and persuade him to release Ilayda. Journey to the Efreet's domain and find the Efreet. So maybe, he's supposedly over here. But well, if that's where we're supposed to go, okay. So I'll see y'all over there. Okay, so just a quick intermission. I took the portal at the beginning, and it brought me over to this little corner right here. I think first off, let's start with this. So this brought me over to a little area where the Twisted Tower is at. Just for those that want the specs or anything of this place, there it is. I wouldn't try to do this place because it costs 10 jade, and I'm like, no, you're crazy. I don't know if it has decent. I can't tell if it has decent loot or not. Maybe just this one right here. I don't know. I can't really tell. Anyways, you can't get out of this place by walking out. I've gone all around trying to get out of it, and I can't get out from any side. Luckily, I decided to see if let's see if this thing will at least, because technically you're not. These portals here don't they don't work, or they need to recharge after you use them once, or after you're using them, they need to recharge. I just decided to see. I'm like, well, let's see if this by any chance works. Apparently, it does. So you're not. Well, hopefully it works for everyone, so you're not exactly stuck there. It just brought me way right back to the beginning. So and now I can't use that one because that one's weak. Kinda sucks, but anyways, let's continue making our way over. I think we're gonna have to go to like right here because up here it's like a little cliff area, hill mountain area, and that's not gonna work. We're not gonna be able to go down through there, so we're gonna have to go this way. All right, so we're here, and I'm guessing we're gonna have to go in through. So that's Horus's place. That I don't know. It looks like some sort of gate type thing without the gate. I don't know what to call this. Columns with a thing or no, like a shrine type thing. Anyways, in here, fire barracks. Are we gonna get stopped? Yeah, of course. Ifrit tongue. Fight us. There's explosions everywhere. Frost because I got frost casters like that dragon and one of my characters, they're something Threnody or something like that. I forget her name. And then the fire caster, which would be the fire master or flame master. I forget what his name is. What it goes by. So now we're back here. Did I just talk to him? Yeah, I have to talk to him. Ah, yes, it's the human. Darn it, I could have sworn I posted guards. Shut up and protect our Void Master. Oh, we gotta fight. Solo. Oh, we're kind of going a bit too far. Oops, kind of sucks. Oh, wasn't there another one? Chief, that guy. I know. Step down. What's to fear about piteous humans? These weaklings are nothing compared to a god. Even their most godlike and legendary hero has already met his demise at my hand. The Void Master closes his eyes as though focusing deeply on something, and creates a vista in the landscapes of his imagination. Among the biting snow drifts, a thinly dressed young woman is shackled in chains of ice, imprisoned inside a cage made of pure ice. Under heavy guard, she sits alone on the ground as the polar winds cut right through her. She's alive? Taking a deep breath while slowly opening eyes. Ilayda slowly rises to her feet and folds a corner of her turban to cover her mouth and nose. It seems fortune is with us. There's still time. Ilayda stretches out a foot, and the ice chain laying slack on the ground tightens suddenly. Apparently, unaware of the tightened ice chain, Ilayda continues pressing forward. The moment her toes touch the ground, the ice shackles and ice cage immediately shatter into 1,000 pieces like a pane of glass confronting a hurricane. Mystical blue smoke billows out from where it fell. I already told you. Far out in the east are the Ilyas ranges. There's a certain spiritual energy over there. Although we're leagues away as the eagle flies, the spirit mancy there is powerful enough for me to break this ice snare. Ilayda clenches her fist as she lets it go. Some dark purple, glowing ashes scattered to the ground. It is exactly the same color as the stone of image. Perhaps this is your way of expressing the pain at having been fooled, using me as your revenge against the river goddess. After 1,000 years, but that's not the same. Back then, all we knew was how to be enemies. But finally, after all this effort, we may have found another way. We're never gonna give up on this, Void Master. Barely discernible as human tongue. Scram, you tiny, feckless, worthless insect! Where's the Void Master? Pathetic, useless insect, go! I don't need you. Ugh! You find yourself suddenly short of breath, as if some invisible force has gripped onto your throat. Within seconds you are sent flying away like a stone skimming across the pond, bouncing and rolling several times on the ground. Lying on the ground, you discover the slightest movement sends searing pain and suffering throughout your whole body. Ah! The last image you see before losing consciousness is the pitying gaze of the short Ifrit ghoul. Somehow it seems to both pity the weak and its very self. Before losing consciousness, you hear the sound of someone whispering an incantation. Who? Who is it? Humans are defenseless against old age, death, and disease, cursed by their own ambitions. I'm clicking and nothing happens. Okay, there it is. Nevertheless, let me lead you into the fight. Into the light. This is the whole point of me acting as an emissary. White Rose Garden. Rick. So I don't know if it has anything to do with her, with me recruiting her as, you know, my companion. So, you know, disclaimer there, I have no clue. Hey, cuz she is from the I think she is from the White Rose Association or something like that. Are you awake? You feel a splitting headache and your vision is foggy. Everything seems blurry. Rick? I thought you'd lost your memory, but thank the gods you still remember me. Please, take it easy for now. You've taken quite a knock. Allow me to refresh your memory. Yes, I'm Rick. I'm a magic healer, and I'm your friend. Well, one of them, at least. You notice the white rose branded into Rick's neck glowing dimly. The White Rose have strict guidelines about when you're permitted to use your healing magic. What's your punishment going to be for saving me? No. My father holds the chair, so let's just say I've got some connections. Rick smiles and waves a hand mysteriously in your direction. You see veins sticking out of her brow and a bead of sweat rolling down. She doesn't seem as relaxed as her chit-chat suggests. You've only just come around. Have a good rest and try not to worry about things too much. If you're bored, go outside and smell the roses in the garden. Roses? But it's snowing outside. Not even the whitest snow can stop the rose from blooming. I'm going out to survey the situation. Don't stray too far, you hear me? There's a cloak hanging at the door if you're feeling cold. Rick dons her own cloak and leaves, but not before hunching over and spluttering a few coughs. She tries to hide this from you and disappears almost instantly into the snow flurries outside. Explore the garden and leave. So I guess the roses have a special smell to them, like Rick's aroma. It might be RyXe, but I'll call her Rick. Is it a medicinal smell, or is it some arcane power? Common white rose. Of course I'm gonna take it all. Is that all of them? There's a chest right there. I wonder what it has. Can I get out of this thing? I'm stuck. Okay, there you go. White Rose Elder Sash. It's a simple but very clean cloak. It's made of fluffy materials and looks very warm to wear indeed. It's kind of janky in here. Oh, are you leaving so soon? I'm very sorry. Voice softening. There, no need to apologize. You're already my hero. You've already done so much great work with the ceasefire, stoking trust between the tribes, settling peace between us and the Ifrit. Nobody else may understand you, and plenty may doubt you, but you... As she speaks, Rick takes several steps to the side and walks outside your line of sight. Amidst the blizzard, a woman in blue walks towards you. But you are never alone. Rick reaches her arms around the both of you in an almighty embrace. Initially embarrassed, Ilayda soon breaks out into a warm smile. Being questioned, doubted, despised, defeated. All for such a faraway pipe dream of no benefit to your immediate self, you grit your teeth. Fortunately, you will never be alone. Okay, return to the Ifrit's domain and speak with the Ifrit Void Master once again. Okay. What happens if I speak to them just... What's up? You've got something to say? Please just the mystery and spit it out. A great war still awaits us. How would you like to join our team and fight alongside us? She's already in my team. I'd love to, but there's no room in your squad. Maybe next time. Don't... Wait, what? She's already in my squad. You better not tell me that she's out of my squad now. What would you like to say to Ilayda? Get to the bottom of things with her first before leaving. Your friend? Who's your friend, though? About your friend? Back in Jamal City, I used to think, just like my father, that the royal blood was nothing more than everyday, mild healing magic. But the power of healing cannot turn the tide of war. The first battle ended in us getting routed, standing atop a mountain of corpses with vultures circling overhead. I will never forget the smell of their blood, never forget those eyes prized open for all eternity. Wouldn't it be pried open? One of them was still standing, although long dead. That was my best friend, who I snuck out of Jamal City with, who always watched over me, always guided me. During my first reincarnation, I met another person who may not have looked the same as my best friend, but still became just as important to me during that lifetime. Time and time again, we would come across each other, as if the only constant in this ever-changing universe is our fate, and yet each time, he dies because of me. That's why I started hiding myself out there in the world, never telling anyone my true identity. You know, a real hermit. But still, you'd end up meeting each other. That's right. No matter what, we couldn't escape our fatal attraction. This time I wanted to be at peace when I faced my destiny, but as soon as I started thinking about it... Oh, I'm sorry. I've been so lonely. After all these times, I thought I could take it. Fate lies out of control. As long as I refuse to give it, no man can take my life. Why, Ilayda flashes a cheeky grin. It's like a direct line between Obsidian Flame and the Emissary. Sometimes I feel like you have a kind of connection to them too. It's pretty heavy stuff. Perhaps in your eyes, it is just a figment of my imagination. Why is that? I can feel it sometimes. The sense of deja vu, like we've met somewhere before. Really? If that's so, then you... Ilayda's eyes clouded over. What would you like to say to Ilayda? Get to the bottom, blah blah blah. Reincarnation? I reincarnated a dozen times. The first 10 times were to defeat the Ifrit. Also, some people or events changed in my very first loop. I gradually pieced together solutions as I drew experience from each lifetime. Slowly, the combat ways and the attack strategies of the Ifrit were revealed to me. Even so, the formidable strength still leaves us little chances against them. By the 10th time, we finally managed to win a victory against the Ifrit. However, I will never forget that sight. The 11th time, I started exploring new pathways, unlike before. You still have us, though. Yes, thanks to my friends, I refuse to give up. Thanks to you, to Rick, to my Arcanist peers. The Arcanist, betraying a look of sorrow. If only I'd sensed Quarzom's pain sooner, perhaps they wouldn't have been sacrificed like that. Hey, that's not your fault. We all make our own decisions. If I have to lay down my life for the cause, one day, so be it. That day will never come. What would you like to say to Ilayda? The Ifrit have violated the deal. I know. Good work these past few days. Past few days? It must have been hard. What do we do now? Rally all the tribes under one banner to destroy the Ifrit? Or we have to go over and try one more time? Alright. And here I was thinking you'd be outraged and demand that they pay the full price. The price must be paid, alright. We're already paying that price ourselves. The price of rebuilding trust. Well, let's go together this time. I'm sorry that I left you behind that time. I didn't know you were so obsessed. This time, please don't summon any storms. I'm weak, and every raindrop feels like a meteor slamming into my skin. Okay, I promise. The sky's cleared up. Alright then, let's move out. Tired from traveling, come back to my garden and take a rest. The roses bloom once every week. Make sure you come back and take advantage of that? How does that work? Okay, now they're gone. So there's something over here. Was that the right way? Zagro's Mountain. Oh, there's a cave right here. There's like an entrance here? Ooh, you can go back in. Once every week, she said, right? And then what's this one up here? Okay, I can't get to that. Let's get out of here. Come on, get me out of here. Apparently, I didn't click in the right spot. Okay, so she's better still be in my. Okay, she's still in my party. I'm like, I asked her to join yet she's already in my party. The heck? What was that all about? Anyways, so we gotta make our way back to that same spot, right? So yeah, let's just go back. I'll see y'all there. Alright, so we're back here once again. Let's just get straight into it. Dark clouds block the sun, a premonition of disaster to come. The ground quakes and flames shoot out, devouring everything flammable in the vicinity. You wake up feeling as though you've been throttled. You struggle to catch your breath. Take it easy. We can't avoid war. Get your head straight before we fight, and don't worry. I'll be at your side. Ilayda. What's wrong? No matter how many times you come back, you do the same thing every time. So do I actually... Let's go. So they're gonna stop me, obviously, right? The short guy. Are they chasing him? He is running towards us and may have a message to tell us. In any case, let's help him through this spot of bother. Oh, it's a fight. It's a larger fight. Nice, very nice. My brother, he was killed. With the help of Ilayda's magic, you instantly perceive his full meaning, even if you cannot understand a single word. The tall one? Yes, that's him. Just for suggesting to ring fence a piece of land for humans after war. For that, he was executed by the Void Master. The Void Master is such a violent guy, he doesn't give a damn about violating a pact. Don't blame the Void Master, it's that human child. No, that's no human, it's a demon, a cursed monster. Human child? Are you sure about that? I'm sure. He must have used some kind of magic to change the Void Master's form. He's got... The short inferno ghoul suddenly chokes up and a whining sound pierces out of his throat. Ilayda shrieks out, "No!" But it's too late. The ghoul's neck is snapped to one side at a 45-degree angle. His body begins turning a burnished black color, like ashen wood. Despite a snapped neck and corroded form, he still manages to produce an inescapably haunting voice. Brother! My brother! The ghoul scatters to the winds like ashes. We cannot subject ourselves to fear and dread. Be ye an Ifrit master or a lowly human child. Keep going. Alright, so we're getting a little late in the episode, but we're just gonna finish this hopefully and we'll try to find a spot where to stop. This could be a good spot to stop, but we'll see. If it's a fight and we lose, then, you know, I'm gonna have to keep trying on my own. But anyways, let's get close to this dude. You finally arrive at the destination. Entering the Void Master's palace, there are no guards to stop you. In absolute darkness here, you feel complete isolation from the outside world, or completely isolated from the outside world. This must be how the warriors of Black Sun felt. You walk for some time, eventually coming across a blazing fire amidst the darkness, and sitting atop a throne in the middle of these raging flames is no other than the leader of the Ifrit. We meet again, River Goddess, and you, a fragile human. Oh, the stubbornness of insects. What have ye come crawling back for this time? Revenge? Or to vent? I still come in the name of integrity and peace. The Void Master falls silent, but only for a moment. He soon regains his composure, raising his head in arrogance and barring a terrifying grin or I don't know. The Ifrit lack the flexible facial muscles of humankind and cannot make expressive gestures, so seeing the Void Master produce this dark, human-like smile sends a shiver running down your spine. It is precisely at this moment that you feel an inexplicable pressure sweep over you like a storm, confounding your breathing. The short inferno ghoul's last words rattle around inside your skull. For some reason, you are reminded of that silent Ifrit who stood sentry over this shattered realm, Aloysius. Emissary, there's another emissary here. Could it be? Collecting self. You talk too much. Uh. 2, 3, 4. I missed one. I don't know why sometimes there's two that summon two of those totems. I don't get it. I don't know if it's a bug or someone else is summoning it. Fragile things. As the Voidmaster falls, you hear a young man's voice from one corner. He strides out of the darkness and sits down beside the Voidmaster's body. Olum. Through the warmth of the flames, you see it's just the face of a young human. We meet again, he says, emotionlessly, as he bows his head and covers up an eye. Somehow, his voice seems familiar to you, but you can't quite place it. I don't think it's Malak, is it? Olum. Hello there, my name's Olum. Any final requests? Unfinished business? Unsettled relations? Unforgettable obsessions? Tell me all about it. If you desire, I have a phenomenal memory, and your dreams, desires, and voices will live on in my mind forever. You are but a human. Why are you trying to destroy the peace forged between us and the Ifrit? Do you hate humans, or merely the Ifrit? Alright already, enough bluster. I just asked if you had any final requests. If there's no last request, then give my regards to Azrael. I don't think it's gonna be easy, so I'm gonna go over here. Doo-doo-doo. Whoa, is this magic? This far transcends the scope of mere magic, such as the power of obsidian flame. You're not wrong, he is an emissary. An emissary? Ilayda claimed that the river goddess was the only emissary for the obsidian flame in our universe, etching the forces of time into her bloodline to pass down through the ages. The emissary's power is sourced from the obsidian flame itself, which means we're also talking to a god right now, selling yourself out and becoming a puppet, just to try and transcend these vagaries and weaknesses of mortal flesh. Don't you lecture me, shut it! Then let me ask you this, do you have any last words? Damn it. If I use too much royal blood here to heal us up, it'll just speed up the demise of this universe, giving us even less time to spend during the next reincarnation. What is it you are thinking, Ilayda? Forget about the next time. Let's pull out all the stops and end this now. Chanting, Nyap. Aloysius! You really are an annoying loser, dear Ifrit. Stop it! I'm just doing what you've already done. Do you still not get it? You're just a pawn being played here. Everything you do is just going to be taken off you by them. That reminds me, my father's been waiting all this time for you to return your powers. When are you going to give up, Aloysius? Stop being used, Olum. Ha 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 ha! There are 4 people here, and 3 of them are emissaries of my father. Tell me again, who is it that's being used? Save yourself some time and quit being such a fool. Placing hands together. Oh. Princess Ilayda, this is an arch-villain who has destroyed our world. Unless you've lost all sense of justice, quickly, slay him! You guys conserve your energy and bide your time. Leave this one up to me. I'll take you through to the obsidian flame after we defeat him. So please, conserve your strength. Go together? I'm just a kid. Is this really such a good idea? Ah! Ow! The pain! I hate it! I hate pain. His wounds has completely healed over. Such incredible regeneration. I will never forget you. Never! Who am I fighting now? I don't think he'll be able to stand up. Ow! It's so sore. Mama! Sister! Save me! Save me! Ow! It hurts! It hurts so much! Olum curls up on the ground, clutching his knees to his chest as he wails. The Ifrit Void Master is still alive, but barely. Has that guy really been in control of him this whole time? Not quite. Olum lacks the power to control human emotion. The obsidian flame may have warped his appearance, but it also granted him powers of rapid regeneration. It's plain to see that he has been seduced into wrongdoing by Olum. Alas, alas, I hope you can give us another chance. Give peace between the humans and the Ifrit one more chance. Aloysius squats down to heal the Ifrit Void Master's wounds. Suddenly, ah! Aloysius! Careful! The Ifrit's heart is located in the exact center, with a dark red rocky exterior. You learn this after a soft mortal arm penetrates through Aloysius' chest. You didn't know? We are all children of his. That's an inseparable bond between father and progeny that can never be broken. As long as he uses this power, this connection will always exist. You and I are of the same strength, so therefore, I can also use you for nourishment. Despite being grievously wounded, Ilayda grits her teeth to launch a magical attack. However, an enormous spider springs out of nowhere, breaking Ilayda's concentration. She leaps out of the way of the initial assault, but cannot avoid the accompanying fireballs. Don't worry, you're next. Ilayda! Aloysius! Aloysius, what about you? What is your final request? Oh, I see. You want to save the world. Don't worry, I'll save it for you. Olum's ravaged corpse quickly regenerates. A sizzling, creepy giggle escapes his lips, like the joint of a puppet creaking together. After several rounds of fighting, you are all exhausted to the bone. Try to save Aloysius, but Olum repels you at even faster speeds than before. You are no match for him. The 8 giant hands behind Olum plunge one after another into the ground, forming a towering wall. Are you beginning to despair yet? Yes, coolly, looking down at you. Another fight? I don't know. You can only watch as Aloysius' hand and feet gradually turn as ashen gray as his. It's a sight you've seen countless times before. Olum draws a hex in the air with his other hand, and a dark purple vortex materializes. You know this is the portal to the shattered universe. You can't escape! You shriek feebly. Your chest feels as though it has been shredded to pieces, and you begin to cough up blood. A shrill, steady sound fills your eardrums, as though a coarse cable is being used to floss inside your brain. Despair, weakness, pain, misery, anger. Try as you might, you are unable to move your limbs. You no longer have any fight left in you, and can only leave yourself to this cruel fate. Looking over to Ilayda, you know that even if you don't have any chance here, she will live on and can have another crack at this. Ilayda remains as motionless as you, whether or not she's even able to. But that's when everything took a sharp turn. A monstrous hand reaches through the rift and penetrates straight through Olum, just as he had done to Aloysius. Oh, nice. It's obsidian flame. Regenerating its own power. Why? Father, why? Head slumping. I must have forgotten something, but my memory is perfect. Mother, my sister, your last wishes. Why can't I remember? The giant hand pulls away from Olum's chest, stretching out every finger like a gymnast. Ah! Your final wish is to kill me. So it's like that. I remember. It suddenly turns to face Ilayda. No! The human princess, this adventurer. Don't be afraid. You've already defeated it. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Huh? I feel dizzy. Obsidian flame? Where are we? Ilayda! Okay, so I'm gonna stop it here. I probably should have stopped it earlier. So that's the map, but there's not really much to look at. We can only look at our quests. Can't really look at anything else except for system. Let's see. No inventory, no party, no nothing. I know I keep it long. I've kept these episodes long for this series, but it's because there's just so much to to do, and I'd rather just get long episodes out rather than shorter ones. and just extend the series too much. I just don't want too many episodes anymore for other series. I know I've done that for others, but I'm gonna try to keep it short with maybe longer episodes. Probably no longer than this one. I really don't want that. But anyways, in the next episode we're gonna continue, going through this and well, the main quest and figuring out where we are and what's gonna happen next. That's gonna be all for now. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe if you want to see more. Hit that like button if you liked the episode, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.